And welcome back to Vibe. These cookies are so good.
Yeah, it's actually a friend of mine. Just down there. It's amazing, amazing.
Then tushawa imagine if industry yetu ya muziki ingekuwa na wazungu, alafu sasa wanaimba Kiingereza, yani worship. Check it to mighty sinner. How would it be, by the way? Yeah? Unafikiria itakuwaje?
I will always appreciate an African accent over any other accent.
Akikwambia Abiro Dala nyekuja saint saa 8 leo nataka tuimbe nyimbo ya
sasa haujaona. There's a time I was working at Homeboys.
Yeah.
And we were doing an album for
hizo cookies mtamu.
There's this school ni iko side kama unaenda Kangemi.
Yeah.
Like it's a girls' school and people kwenye Laura Aoko. Laura Aoko, I think mwenye the photographer, she's actually an amazing artist. So they were translating songs that were written, you know, hymns za Catholic za nini za uko majuu, and then wazungu, it is so bad. Wazungu waka translate in Swahili ndio wafundishe wa Afrika.
Sasa hiyo ni ngumu sana. Wewe
wacha yani kuna song sasa hapo ilikuwa inaitwa Noel. Alafu wajua venye mimi Kiswahili, mimi napenda Kiswahili. Wa. Mutu Mungu. I was like, what the heck?
Anyway. Kuna nini?
Motomongo. Sasa kwa sababu kuna swali ulikuwa nataka uliza wewe. Naweza uliza wewe swali yako.
Mimi sina hata story. But anyway, mimi sina story zangu zimeisha. But you know kuna kitu that huwa ina interest. You are an architect, ndio?
Okay. Yeah.
You are a chef.
I try.
Camille, Saint PJ, you cook?
Yes.
My goodness. Alafu, you have music.
Yeah.
You have you had radio at the same time.
Yeah.
What else am I forgetting?
Film.
A film. You write scripts that every time if I read the script, someone is dying. You shoot them in the middle of a script. You know, Saint P, you write a script. Someone is like, wow, this is a marriage. Wow, you are like, hey,
amazing. And then you kill the wife.
So tunafika tu kwa altar hivi, like you are like, this is going to be the next thing unasoma hapo. Like I would never want to be in your script. Whether you give me like season najua by season 4, I've lost the contract. I will die. Like you will kill me.
There's another filmmaker who said this.
What?
The film world is not kind.
But must you kill people?
No, I'm telling you, the film world is not kind. Yeah. And it's not just killing people. You see,
how do you like, let's say, okay, nimeandika script, it's a marriage setting, we say yani like tiriti kamtoto kanakuja la. The next thing,
bomb, poof.
Must they die, Baru?
And then DCI, listen, and then DCI, instead of summoning Pinkaka to go for DCI, they can now start investigating terrorists.
No.
And show them how good they are. You remember this thing where people were saying after the coronavirus happened, and, you know, they couldn't control, especially, you know, people have actually died a lot in America. People were saying, you know, America was tutengeze movies and you want to rescue the world. but it's actually very, very interesting. And I remember, and not so many people know this.
Yeah.
Benali means sina certificate ya college. I don't have. Of course, I had a conversation with my granddad. You know, he's sick right now and we're really praying for him that he gets better. So he asked me a question like, at that time I was an architect in Malindi and I've drawn, you know, the castle of Watamu, then there's also Turtle Bay.
It was an amazing.
Thank you. Yeah. So he tells me, wow, I hear you are drawing now houses. I'm like, yeah. So have you gone to school? I was like, no, I don't need to go to school. Why am I going to school and I'm already doing it? And then he tells me, this dude, imagine you are useless. No, you are useful, but you're also useless. Because fine, you're useful, you're drawing.
Yes.
But when a job comes in, you know, like it needs certificate to a village polytechnic. A village polytechnic certificate and experience here 1 month. I'm not going to be in that. I'm not going to have that opportunity of getting that job. So I don't have anything to show concerning whatever that I'm able to do. Now, since with that being said, then I decided to. I grew up in a place whereby you take up an opportunity so that you move forward. So when music came, I was broke. I started producing myself. Then people came. They're like, "Yo, Niaje, can you produce for me so that I pay you?" So that's how I became a producer. Architecture, I wanted to be an architect. Actually, that was my dream when I was still young. I wanted to do law, then vitabu ni mingi. Wacha tuacheki na Terry Muikamba na Grace Njoki. And then it was very, very hard. So I decided to do what? I wanted to be an architect. So when I came out of school and then I had issues with my dad, I was chased from home. I couldn't go to college. I said, I'm going to be an architect by hook or by crook. By fire, by force. And I became an architect. Then it came to a chef. At that time, architecture wasn't paying much because I'm a young kid and I'm drawing, and I was, people were exploiting, you know, my passion, what I wanted to do. So I didn't have money. So my uncle is like, yo, dude, I wanted to say, yo, nigga, do this. As long as music, because I wanted to also do music, like I knew I was going to make it. He's like, do this. As long as music is not paying you 10,000 a week.
10,000 a week.
10,000 a week.
Yes.
Music will always become secondary until it does.
Okay.
Because at that time kulikuwa kumetokea opportunity ya kwenda kupika at Hemingway's. Mimi sitaki kwenda. I don't want to because my dad was also a chef. So and because I hated my dad so much, I didn't want to do what he's doing. Then my uncle is like, yo, you have to go to that kitchen. When music starts paying you 40,000 a month, you will quit everything and do music. Because 40,000 a week. Because 40,000 times 4, that's 40,000. There are teachers who are paid even less than 20K.
Yes.
There are doctors who are not even paid more. That was in 2006.
Yes.
So that's when now I worked in a hotel. I went there. The good thing is I wasn't told to make food. I was told to chop onions, chop tomatoes, like 100 onions, 100 tomatoes. And because I had also learned how to cut, so when I was given the onions, I just sliced them, and then they were like, wow, umefanya hoteli gani? Nikamwambia, mimi nimefanya hoteli huko Nairobi huko. And that's how I became a chef. Now for film, it's because I was passionate.
So that's architecture. Now you are a chef.
Yes.
Is that a chef or a chef?
I don't know. Me, I'm an African, ni chef.
Chef. It's a chef, he was a chef.
Mbona si chief? Mbona si chief?
Chief.
Ni chief.
Kwende huko na Kiingereza mingi. Haya basi, sasa tuko kwa chef, tuko kwa nini?
So, film sasa. Yeah. So, as I was growing up, that time we had left Dandora, tulikuwa tunakaa Huruma. And life in Huruma was very, very weird in terms of every single day we could wake up. Ilikuwa lazima kila asubuhi mwizi auliwe kwa hiyo village. Like we were used to hearing gun, we were used to hearing that. But at that point, because when we are bored na nini, I used to love the TV, and I used to be very fascinated about how people are producing. Hii moto imewakaje, you get how are people crying and things like that. So then my dad started being very broke at some point. So we went to a place called Light Industries, Apo Kariobangi North. Yes. So Apo, we were in it was a very long room like this. And a lot of times kulikuwa kuna KTN ikiisha 12, walikuwa naleta TCM movies, tuna classic movies. So I used to spend so much time just watching these old films, and I used to love them, and that's when I knew people like Humphrey Bogart and Orson Welles and stuff. So I could watch TV up to like 5 o'clock in the morning. Paka my dad is like, "Ay, wewe ebulala, you get you love watching the unajua sasa ubaya wazazi wa Afrika. Unapenda kuimba sana wewe mjinga sana." No. And later now. So because of that, and I used to love film. Hakuna mtu mwenye amegrow Mombasa mwenye hajui Amitabh Bachchan ni nani, mwenye hajui Mithun Chakraborty ni nani. college ya kuchora nyumba, niende niende nikasome architecture. So when I went there, I actually remember I prayed a lot and I was like, Father, you will provide. Then I go there, there's this lecturer, I'll never forget. Kwanza alikuwa na shrabi ingine hapo, sitawahi sahau. And then I went with my plans, like kumuonyesha by the way, mimi kitu nachua kutengeneza hiki kitu. Nimeenda hapo, nimeona secretary ameniambia yuko busy, nikamwambia just give me one opportunity, just one, because nilikuwa nimeambiwa there is no part time kufanya architecture. Nikamwambia you, because I believed in myself, you give me, put me in the same room with that guy, I will convince him. In Jesus name.
Hallelujah.
Akakubali. So miwani ni ole wa miwani za hapa. So you are the one who wanted to see me. I don't know what he was doing. Nikamwambia, for me, my name is Patrick. I'm passionate about drawing. I actually started drawing when I was 17 years old. I did my first plan. It was approved and stuff. And right now, because I've not gone to college, I want to come. Kijana, ile siku ambayo utataka kusoma, ndio utakuja shule. Hauwezi kuwa unafanya kazi alafu unakuja huku. So the day that you really want to come to school, you will come to I was so discouraged. I was like, what? After prayers, there's nothing as bad as someone you pray for something and then it doesn't happen. So when I came to Homeboys to back to work, nilikuwa nimekaa hivi. And then at that time I was working at XYZ. So at XYZ people are shooting. There was Kina Kirumburu, who was like a director, acting, Kaemba, scripting, and all these people. Then I'm like, wow. So I think then I can do film, because I was still inspired to, I was getting inspired by the circle around me. Then now I was like, okay, let me go to KIMC and maybe do film. I was expelled eventually.
Why? What happened? Did you beat the lecturer? Did you organize a strike saying, Mbaru, come on, tell me, confess.
I was expelled because there's this lady, amazing friend of mine called McKenna. She works at BBC now. At that time, what one I'm not going to mention, but he just picked people to hate. I'll say that. I'll say it. So and I was like, okay, you are not. And I had already done 3 years.
3 years. And you got expelled?
Yes. 2 months before I graduated.
But this story utatuambia on the next interview. Hii tuna rap saizi.
Okay.
But as we wrap it up, are you getting married? When is the wedding? But when is the wedding? Unaona mtu, like I don't want to have an interview where people are waiting. When is he getting married? Are you dating?
Dating? What's dating?
Dating, now you are asking me. Are you like...
But then who dates in this day and age?
What are you doing? What are you doing? You are getting married.
Unachukua mboka, unaweka ndani ya kitchen, unapika, unakula hiyo kitu pale.
Sasa uko na mboka.
Mboka iko sana, hata ukifuata ule mama yule wa kupika, yuko tu hapo tu, mama wa kupika.
We meet next time.
But what I can say, I'm not available. Kwa sahi sipatikani.
We are out because
mimi napikia mtu dinner.
Guys, we are out.
We are out.
We are done.
We are done.
Until next time on Vibe na Benali.
Until next time. No, sijasema S, Shibole.